Holla holla! Welcome back to The Way with Jasmine and Shantaé. It's your girl Jazz and
Shantaé.
And before the break, we did our review of the week, which was of Summer Walker's new album, Still Over It, which we've dubbed Definitely the Way. We already did a poll, and the listeners all agree, except for maybe like one or two of y'all, but we can't be everybody's, everybody can't be our favorites. We're gonna move on now into our hot topic, which is discussing Kanye West's Drink Champs interview and the hot mess that it was. He had a lot to say.
It did not go together.
No, and that's what makes me feel like overall at the end of the day, Kanye is just not well. Like that's just what it is. I feel like at the end of the day, he's just not very well, and I just feel like it manifests in
interviews.
Yeah.
I think that's why, like, maybe he doesn't do a lot of interviews because it just is kind of all over the place. And I'm like, is every interview like this with him?
That's a good point. That is a very good point. He's probably like, y'all never understand me anyways.
Right. So we're going to talk about a couple of the things that bubbled up in the interview. It was 2.5 hours long, so we definitely can't talk about the whole thing. And like we said, it was not one coherent thought of anything that is discussable. So we're going to kick it off. A lot of people have been talking about him doing a Verzuz, and he actually addressed it. Benny, do you want to play the clip?
Have you watched Verzuz?
Yes, yeah.
You know where I'm going with it.
Yeah.
Would you step into that ring?
Oh, absolutely. But I would need about like 4 people to go against me at one time. I need producers. I need people who make good albums. I need people who make radio hits. I need every single Gemini, specifically MC. I need every.
Okay.
Top 5, especially Gemini.
Would you like some Hennessy? Would you like a glass?
Well, let me explain what Hennessy is doing to the community.
Okay. Okay. So you know what the people are gonna say. The people are gonna say they want Ye against who you think the people would think they want to see you against. There's only 2 people really out there.
No, I think it'd be Drake, right?
So in the clip, Kanye is aware that he should go against Drake in a Verzuz. And as the clip continues, he says that he would actually step into the ring with Drake for a Verzuz. So hey, Timbaland, Swiss, we're with it. I'm sure the people are with it. I want to see that. I want to see that.
Drake and Ye?
Just because, like, maybe they would box, like I would. Maybe everything would come out in the Verzuz, like Gucci Mane and Jeezy, that kind of like tenseness.
Got you.
But
probably just throw each other's shoes at each other.
Right. Or just take like a bunch of like low blows and speak in poetry terms that nobody understands, like what's happening. That's what Ye would do. I guess my question is, and Jazz, if you feel you can answer this, who should Ye go against in a Verzuz?
Any of his other personalities?
He did say,
boom,
old Ye versus new Ye.
Right, like
yep.
And I'm gonna be honest, I don't even hate that. Like, there was somebody who did a Verzuz by themselves and they brought their friends. So like they could do Kanye versus old Kanye versus new Kanye.
That could be fun. That could be a fun time. I really don't know who I really honestly don't know who I could say. Not that it's not Drake. I don't know who else it would be. I mean, like, I know that they wanted to say Jay-Z. I know that they want to throw Hove in there, but I don't know. Hove and Nas got to do that. That's what that has to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it has to be Hove and Nas. It can't be Hove and anybody else, I feel like. But Drake and Ye, yes, like that would be a good one. I just don't necessarily feel like that's the best matchup. If you know. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Listeners out there, let us know. Drop it in our DMs. We're also going to poll this to let us know who you think Ye should go against in a Verzuz. Now we're going to get into the next like hot topic that he came out with. The most influential rapper is Future. Benny, play that clip.
I think the most influential artist actually of the past 10 years is Future.
Oh.
Most important, most influential to our sound today. And then you throw in Chief Keef.
You ever took an
You got
ecstasy
it.
with Future?
No. And then also, one thing is like, with Soulja Boy is top 5 most influential, and I'm not going to argue with you about this at all. But Soulja Boy top 5 as far as to what we are today.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like, take him off your album.
You ain't hear that verse?
No. He was apparently. Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. He was apparently mad at you. The verse wasn't good.
Nah, but I tell you what though.
I'm so sorry, I wasn't ready. I'm so sorry. Continue.
I tell you what though.
Can you stop it?
Soulja Boy is the future though.
Yeah, so in that one, he says that Future is one of the most influential people, and top 5 would be Soulja Boy. How are we feeling about that?
I mean, I definitely feel like top 5, both Soulja Boy and Future could be in there. I just don't necessarily. I feel like Future is the most influential rapper.
I've been seeing this a lot lately, and I get it.
10 years, like if you think about it, 10 years, yeah, he had a big boom, like how Drake did before Drake became like this big massive thing that he is. I can see that, but I wouldn't necessarily say influential as far as like rappers goes, but maybe influential as far as like F-boy culture. But
I would say sound though. No, like he's definitely influential for sound, because if you think about, Future has like this mumble rap thing going, and then there's like, I don't want to say Migos because maybe they came out at the same time, but everybody coming out of Atlanta, and like Lil Uzi Vert, like a lot of people are doing that mumble rap thing. So it's like, to some extent I see it, but most influential.
I remember though when I first heard Future, he was kind of doing what Soulja Boy was doing at the time.
Right.
And this was like, I first heard of him like 2012. Well, that is about 10 years ago. Gosh, ew. And yeah, he sounded like he was trying to do what Soulja was doing. So it's interesting hearing that now, like he rode kind of like what Soulja started or was doing, and then transformed that kind of into his own thing.
And also, we just have to like mention that Soulja Boy has been in the background of everything, so I understand why he's most influential as well, top 5. The man's a musical genius. I'll give him that.
And he got the first apology from Ye, so
I wanted to see if we can throw this last topic in. We're not going to play the clip, but I just think that it needs to be said. He also came for Big Sean in this interview and said that signing Big Sean was like the worst thing he's ever done, and that once he dies, put on his tombstone that he deserved to die because he signed Big Sean.
Oh my gosh.
Completely trash. Like,
that's disgusting.
Big Sean is completely unproblematic. He also said he does not mess with him, or he doesn't mess with Big Sean or John Legend, solely for the fact that they did not support his presidency run.
That's fine, sir. I didn't support it either, so.
You wanted to come for them like that?
Trash.
Period.
So anyways, Ye, Kanye's a narcissist.
And that's all that I gleaned from that entire interview. We want to know what you guys thought about the Drink Champs interview. We'll throw some polls out there and get you guys' opinions. But that is our show for today. Thank you so much for listening. As always, tune in next week, and peace.
Bye.